Good morning. Hope we're all okay. Let's see if we've got anybody around. We'll give it a few minutes and then we'll make a start. As I know some guys are working and people will be on replay. I hope we're all okay. I hope we have had a good first day of the course and you've got on with some of those tasks. I know lots of you have been sending in stuff, which is fab. So hopefully you've found the first day about your list of 100 and your 5x5 systems really helpful. And obviously it was just a bit of an introduction yesterday. So we're going to get started on each day now with a real full-on task, to be honest, to get you working. Okay, so today is about Instagram. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a few more minutes, quick swig of my coffee, get on with it on a Tuesday morning. So hopefully you're going to learn lots from this, take lots of information away and pop it into your business around social media. I know lots of you are probably up on social media, which is fab, and I'm not here saying that I know it by all means, completely not. It's been a massive learning curve for me. So I'm just going to share my knowledge on it and hopefully it helps somebody. And hopefully, you know, if other people have got information, then we can share it between us. But it's just stuff that I've learned and things that have worked for me that I'm happy to share with you guys. Okay, so I think we're going to make a start. Sorry, I keep swigging my coffee. So, Instagram. Now, I've had an Instagram account. I've always used Facebook for my group. And it's been fine. But I sort of didn't really use Instagram. Lots of people have said to me, oh, are you on Instagram? I'm like, no, I set up a page. That's about it. I didn't really do anything. Posted a couple of flyers, a couple of things about what is Scentsy, and that was it. And then just went, no, I don't know what I'm doing with it. It doesn't really do anything for me. But if I'd have thought about it, I didn't actually take any time to work out Instagram, put any effort in, work out what it was. I just expected it to do something for me. And obviously it's not going to. So what happened is, Debbie spoke a bit yesterday about her light bulb moment, and for me this was my light bulb moment. So in March we went into lockdown. I had the time at home and I thought I'd actually handed in my notice to my main full-time job in the January. Because obviously before we knew all of this was going on, I'd made that decision that I need to just stop and sort of reassess what's going on with my life, because like most of you, I've got a full-time job. I also teach dancing. I'm trying to manage Scentsy. I've got 3 children, house to run, you know, 1,000,001 things going on in my life, and I just felt like I was on a complete treadmill and wasn't doing anything well. So I decided to hand in my notice to my full-time job, which I know sounds completely crazy, but do you know what? It was the best step I ever took. And if I'd have looked back on it now, I probably wouldn't have done it, because obviously we went into lockdown and I had no job. But it was fine, because this allowed me to make it work for me. So in March, I sat there thinking, I've got to make Scentsy work. And it always was working, but never to where I wanted it to go. So and I loved it. I was so passionate about it, but I just didn't have the time to put into it, and that's where I got frustrated. For me, I love making all the bags and all the boxes and making them look pretty for my customers, and I just wasn't having time, and I was ending up just throwing stuff in and giving it out, and I was disappointed with myself. So I sat and did some training. So I think most of us are all on the inspiration station, that's hard to say, page, and if you're not, drop us a message and we'll make sure you're in it. But fab training that goes on there, absolutely fab training. And it was the Lisa Allwood Instagram training that just, my light bulb moment was there. So if you know me, that's all I ever talk about is Lisa Allwood, because when you find somebody that just you can watch, and she works the way I work. So for me, there's so many other people out there, but for me, that was my light bulb moment with her, with Instagram. And then I've followed her every YouTube and stuff since. And I have messaged her and told her that I'm obsessed, so it's fine. But yeah, she was doing the Instagram training, and I have scheduled it in for later on today, so you can catch up and watch that if you haven't seen that. And it will probably go over everything that I've sort of said today, but it's just good to recap it and look at, you know, it from somebody different as well. So I sat and watched that. It's about an hour. Sat and watched it, and it was just like, yes, like, why am I moaning about Instagram? Because actually I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing these things. So I then took time to work on my Instagram. So I'm just going to share with you the things that I did and that have changed the way Instagram works for me, and then obviously affected my business and me really. So First thing I'm going to say is a bit like Facebook, a bit like we always talk about, is Instagram is about showing you. It's about showing your life. It's not just, I haven't got Natalie's Scentsy page. It's not just a Scentsy Instagram. First of all, it's not a business account. You can have a business account and you can pay to like promote the pages, but I've chosen to just have a personal account and it's completely your choice what you do with that. I know on a business account you can't add music and things like that. With personal you can, and a creator you can, but not with business. So I've got a personal account, and it is completely my life with Scentsy as well. It's not about selling Scentsy separately to me. So I share pictures of my children. Obviously, it's completely your choice what you're happy to share. I share pictures of my children, places that we're going. I teach dancing. I put dancing photos on there, me preparing for dancing. I've got German Shepherd. I put loads of pictures of him on there, and they always go down really well, alongside Scentsy. So I will put obviously warmers and stuff on there, but I try and do it subtly so it's not in people's faces, so people want to tap into what you're doing. So for example, there's that warmer behind me. I might put a picture with the warmer behind me, and it might be of my daughter, but the warmer's in the shot, so it's not overly in your face. I will put posts on there when there's new stuff come out, just of warmers as well, but it's just not purely all Scentsy. And I think that's what the difference is. People want to tap into you and your life. They want to see what you're doing. If you're, I don't know, spraying Scentsy Fresh, the amount of times that I've done that and people have then messaged me saying, what is this? They want to know what you're doing in your home. Why does my sofa smell so much nicer than somebody else's? Why am I spraying my bed every day and somebody else has no idea what this Scentsy Fresh is? I need to know what it is. So it's that sort of element that I've found has changed my business with Instagram. And I wasn't doing that. I was just posting flyers, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip you around a little bit because I've got Instagram on my laptop. I can't use it from there. I use it all off my phone and I'm live on my phone. So I will show you my grid and stuff on there. So there's the two things that you can use on Instagram. There's your grid, so you can just post on your grid and you just press the add button and you just put a post on there, which is a bit like a Facebook post really, with a picture. You can tag people in it, but the biggest thing that you need to do on there is you need to put hashtags. Now this is what I was not doing this. So you put a picture up and it might be, I don't know, let's see what we've got. Hand cream. If you've got a picture of you using the hand cream, okay? Underneath you're going to hashtag. So if you type in, as you're doing it, a hashtag and you start typing in Scentsy, for example, all the hashtags will come up that you can use and you just click on it. So it'll say Scentsy Consultant, Scentsy Life, Scentsy Snapshot, blah, 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 Scentsy Hand Wash. It will all be there as soon as you start typing it in. Just keep adding them in. But it's also about not just reaching the Scentsy bracket out there, because putting that on there with Scentsy, all the Scentsy consultants know about that, okay? But it might be, I don't know, love your home. It might be family life. It might be clean and tidy. Anything like that, if you can think of. Hashtag all of those, and then that will go out and reach to other people that follow that hashtag, if that makes sense. So they might not be following a Scentsy hashtag, but they might be following how clean is your home. They might be following Mum of 3. They might be following German Shepherd of Instagram. Whatever it is, they will be following that. So the key is to put lots of hashtags in there. If anybody needs a hand with it, please message me. I'm happy to do it, because obviously I can't show you when I'm on my phone, but I can show you on my laptop. So hashtag on your grid is where you will get those extra people following. And trust me, it's happened for me. People have then started following me and no connection to them. And obviously when I've looked into their page, you know, there's other things there. So that's on your grid. The other thing is your stories. Okay, so on your Instagram stories, so where your profile is, your little picture, that's your stories there. So I wasn't using stories at all, okay? And that for me has been the biggest change, because now I spend my time going through people's stories. Sorry, I'm expecting an Amazon delivery. And those people across the top of my bar that I obviously like watch every day or every couple of days, they're always up there. So if you're watching their stories, you want you to be up there as well, okay? So it's about consistency. Like we say with absolutely everything, it's about consistency. I was probably posting once every few weeks, once every couple of days, as and when I thought of it. Stories, I've got a post, I try a try and post at least a story every day, if not 2, 3 or 4, okay? And at first I was thinking, my goodness, that's a lot. And it is, if you think about it, is that you've got to create these posts. But if you try and think about Instagram being part of your life and what you're doing, then it becomes so much easier, because you are just sharing your life, and you share as much as obviously as you want. You know, some people aren't happy to put pictures of their children, or they'll put pictures of their children without their, like, from the side so you can't see them, whatever you want to do. But if you try and make it your life, then, you know, it's so much easier than trying to keep creating things. So, you know, most of us are doing a wax change, okay? You do a wax change, take a photo of it, do a video of it, put it on your stories. On your stories, there also is things that you can add music in, you can add words in. So you might want to take a picture of you doing a wax change. You might just put a little bit saying, don't forget to use a cotton wool for wax change. Simple, okay? You might want to, you can go onto the @ symbol and you can put somebody else's on there. So it might be that you want to share that with somebody. So you might put another person's Instagram link on there as well. It sounds really confusing, but it's really not. And I'll do some screenshots in our group after of how you can do that. But it is so simple if you think about it being in your daily life. So yeah, as I say, most of us are doing wax changes every now and again, switching your warmer on. I mean, literally, video, switch your warmer on, done. And you can just put Happy Tuesday. There's a story, okay? It might be that you're cleaning your bathroom with the spray. Do it. It might be that, and mix that up with you going on a dog walk, or whatever you're doing that day. You're doing a home bargain shop to get loads of things. Instagram it if you're happy to, but it's that sort of thing that gets your story going. And if you've got 3, 4, 5 stories every day, I mean, one thing I don't do as much is go live on my stories, which I really need to, because that definitely helps. So, you know, if you are brave enough and you want to do it, go live on your stories. And if you do, share it in our group, because it'd be fab to see what you've done. But definitely stories are the way forward, and then obviously sharing on your grid. The other thing is to try and keep a little bit of like it's similar. So try and use the same sort of font. You can change your now what's it called? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. So the sort of the colouring of your pictures. So whether they're going to be grainy, whether they're going to be sparkly, whether they're going to be filter. That's the word. So go for the same sort of filter. So all your pictures look very similar. Yeah, try and use the same sort of font. If you're using a colour, try and use the same sort of colour. So it sort of becomes your, what's the word? Like your branding, I suppose, as well. So, you know, if you know that you always tend to use purple in your branding, then go for a purple theme on Instagram. It's simple. It just keeps it all very simple and very similar to what people are seeing. Yeah, I'm going to flip you around and show you Instagram because it's a bit easier. I'm conscious I don't want to go over too much of my time. Because I've also just done highlights, so I'll show you how to do highlights as well, because that's a really good tip to use. But yeah, definitely just like try and bring it into your daily life so it doesn't become another task that you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to do this as well. Yeah, I'm sure we've all got something like coffee in the morning, photo, whatever it is. Yeah, wrapping up your parcels. I always do it when my deliveries come. So whenever you've got that UPS box delivered, screenshot it, stick it on your stories. And what I have been doing is I've been also popping people in there. So I've put it on my grid, and I've put all of the people's that the orders are on there and said, look, they've arrived, just to get that interaction again. So yeah, but one tip that Lisa gave us on the inspiration station, which I thought was brilliant, because a lot of the time, you know, when maybe it's a Sunday, you haven't washed your hair, you can't be bothered, you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do it today, I'm not in the mood. You don't always have to put your face on it, but it's good if you can. But do you know what? Sometimes we have those days, and as I sometimes do, maybe you've just had your hair done, maybe you've brushed and washed your hair, and you've got a bit of makeup on, and you're feeling all right, okay? Get yourself some products and take some photos. Change your top, do another load. Change it up again, get in the car, take your picture with your, I don't know, your car bar, your car clips, your Scentsy Go in there. And then you've got a load of images saved on your phone as screenshots. So when you can't be bothered and you're having a day that you think, I'm really not in the mood today, my hair's greasy, you've got a whole load of photos there that you can just post up. So that to me was like, wow, what a great idea. So I do that very often because I just think, if I can't be bothered, I know I've got a backup. Also in your phone, I don't know if you know, but under your photos, obviously you've got different albums that you can create, but there will be one under there that says Instagram, and all those photos that you have put on Instagram will just automatically go into Instagram photos in your photo albums, which is brilliant because you can use them again or you can use them in a different way, but you've got them all there. And sometimes it's good to look back on and think, you know what, I haven't posted much about body products, I haven't posted much about laundry, because like we said yesterday, we're all guilty sometimes of, you know, maybe only posting the things that you've got or doing the warmers and the wax and not always posting about other stuff. It's a really good thing to post about joining. So without having to put a flyer up saying join my team, you can just show the life that you've got. So yesterday I put a quote on, I put a picture on of me at home, working from home in my office, okay? And I had loads of interaction on it because I've shared something that I'm doing. You know, maybe when you're going to collect your parcels, you're going to drop off your parcels, take a picture of it. This is how easy Scentsy is, yeah? You know, I know a couple of people in my team they've used Scentsy to maybe, I don't know, go on a day trip somewhere, or they've gone away for a weekend and they've hashtag Scentsy Life in it because, you know, Scentsy has allowed them to do that. So it's about showing, not just about join my team, it's £24 or whatever it is. Yeah, it's about sharing the life that you've got and sharing it that way with people. So I'm going to flip you around if I can do that. Bear with me a second, just to show you. So this is my Instagram on my laptop, and I can't work it as well because I don't use it on my laptop, I use it on my phone. But so this is my profile here. So I've got my picture that I use on all of my branding, so everybody knows it's the same, okay? And then, so what I wanted to did say actually, when I first started this, I must have had about 60 people following me. Okay, this isn't a wonderful number, but it's a lot better than what it was, 531. So it's better than what it was, okay? So you can pop a little bit about yourself and then pop a link here to your website or whatever you want a link to, you can pop it in there. People do change it, so if there's an offer on, they can put a link in there. You can put a personal shopping link in there, whatever it is. Now these are my highlights along here. So when you put on a Instagram story, you can save it to a highlight because Instagram stories only stay on for 24 hours and then they go. So if you want to save it into your highlights, you can. And there's just a button that you click and it goes into highlights. And then what I've done here is I've put a picture on each one, and I'll screenshot how you do this again. So like you say, the branding, I tend to use marbles, greys, pinks. So it's all the same, if that makes sense. So if I was to click into here, this has got my highlights. So this is my dancing highlights that I've used in my stories. It's all in there, okay? And then you just move along to whatever it is. So you can see I've got dancing, I've got Axel, I've got Mum Life, I've got our team Beyond Fierce in there. I've got stuff in the home, so when people have sent me stuff, I've shared it. I've got, there's just, you know, so many different things you can do with that. But yeah, I've just created these, so I will show you how to do it. It is so simple. I can't do it on here, but you literally just so I've just gone on to Pic Collage or whatever you use to create these little pictures, and just changed obviously whatever it is, and then you just go onto it and you edit the picture and you just literally upload the picture, and then it becomes sort of like the tag for each one. And I think it looks far nicer than all the pictures. So this is my grid. This is the one I said yesterday. So I put a picture on there of me working from home, just about the opportunity, and then I've hashtagged, so it's Scentsy Consultant, hashtag Own Boss Life, working from home, working mum, family first, mum of 3, hashtag Scentsy Life. So there's a few different ones in there, you can see, okay? But then if I go down my grid, so you can see the ones, it's not all Scentsy. It's family, it's dog walking, it's, you know, there's a little bit about join, but it's a real life picture. There's a picture of my children with the waxes. It's just, you know, trying to. So yeah, we've got a craft thing here, but I've used the Scentsy shell clam things. There, look, with glue. So it's just trying to bring it into your life. I mean, whenever I put a picture of my dog, I always get so much more. You know, I'm not going to take offence to that. Pictures of your children, obviously, loads more. Look, Sarah using the Scentsy Fresh, okay? And by all means, I'm not saying this is amazing. This is just how I use it. My boy's opening boxes and parcels, okay? So I don't tend to use very many flyers. It all tends to be, so I've done a mixology one, but majority of it is all images. Okay. I did want to show you also at the top of my grid, hopefully you can see this okay. So there's a tagged button. So IGTV is where you go live. So there's posts you can save, and then there's a tag. So this is if anybody has posted something on their page and tagged me into it. Now, for example, so this one of my friends has got a wedding shop, and she's got a warmer permanently in there that she has, and loads of samples. She's tagged me in it, and obviously it will reach out to more people. She's obviously hashtagged lots of stuff, but there's one Scentsy, but the rest of it is all her romantic dreams for her wedding shop. Okay. This girl here, so this was a big change in my business. So a friend of mine has got her own, My Love for Shabby is her own sort of home Instagram page, and she's got thousands following her. So I know she loves wax, I know she loves warmers, and she's had a variety of different ones, but so every now and again I will drop her a warmer, I'll give her some wax. She always tags me on her page. As you can see, she's got the warmer there. It's not about Scentsy, but she's tagged me in it, okay? And loads of people have then messaged saying, oh, where's the warmer from? Where's the warmer from? And I've been able to then reach out to those people. But you can see, look, 398 people. So she's got a lot of people on her page that, here, look at this one, 566. And you can guarantee, you can only just about see it, but this is the owl, the hoot warmer. And I know when she's posted, if I haven't seen it, because I will get people buying the hoot warmer straight off my PWS because she's shared that and they've gone and done that. So yeah, these are all like the tags that people have tagged you in. You can see, you know, there's quite a few different things there that she's popped me in. So again, you know, she's putting something on there, but it's just there in the background. Okay, so let's go back to, so if you just click on there, this is the story. So these are the stories I did yesterday. There's ways that you can put polls on there, and try and remember with your poll to always put a double positive. So don't put would you like one, yes or no, yes and a please, or yes, oh my God, yes, or send it me now. Yeah, just so that you're not getting negative. Delivery yesterday, so I've got that on there. Okay, and I need to post some stuff on today. But it's just so, obviously, you've got an idea of what it looks like. You will see, I can't actually show you in here, but in your settings, you can put all of this information. On my phone, and I can't see where it is here, down the side here, there's a bit that says account, and you can link your account, okay? And that's what I've done. So what you can do is link your account to your Facebook page. You can't do it to a group unless you're a business account. So I'm not a business account. What I do is I link my Instagram to my own personal Facebook page, because I've already got my Scentsy consultant group, but I've linked it to my own Natalie Herbert's page. And so then I don't have to double post. The stories are already there. So the stories that are Instagram go straight onto my Facebook as well. So lots of people are seeing that. If they're not on Instagram, they are on Facebook, they're seeing it. Okay, so that's a really simple thing. And it's just in your settings, under account, and it says linked accounts. And then you can choose to link whichever account you want to link it to. Your group, you can't do your group, but you can do it to your own personal page. And that has saved me so much time, because let's face it, we can't all be there, you know, posting constantly all the time. But if that does that work for me, happy days, I'm happy to do that. So let me just go through my list and make sure I haven't missed anything out. I know Debbie's going to do a little bit about social media, about Facebook and that sort of stuff as well. She's got a really good group, so she'll give you some tips about that. But I'm hoping that helps with Instagram, really, because like I say, I will share Lisa Allwood's on there as well. Let me just have a quick look at my team. Yeah, I've just mentioned about use a poll. You can use a poll on there, and that's just when you're doing stories. It's all there for you. It's so simple. Just take some time and have a play with it, and don't be scared of it. You literally just press poll, and you just press your question. So it might be, you might have put, so this morning I've put opportunity packs out, and it might just put a poll saying who's interested, and it might just be yes, send me one now. And that's it. And those people click that, and you just need to keep your eye on that, and you can go back and have a look and see who that was, or people can direct message you. I always try and share team promotions as well. So when somebody promotes or somebody, you know, the emails that we get sent out, I try and just promote that as well. So it shows us the generosity of Scentsy, and it's not just about sales, it's about people, you know. It's so amazing to see people in our team promote and, you know, get amazing PRV and earn incentives and all of that, you know. If we're sharing that Scentsy is this business that's, you know, going to take us to Disneyland, or, you know, your incentive is you've got a new warmer for doing your job, then, you know, it's going to encourage people to Scentsy without being join my team. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps. I'm just recapping. Let them into your life if you're happy to, as much as you want to, and use your stories. I know that a lot of people in my team use Instagram really well, and there's some fantastic work that goes on. So obviously, you know, let's share it amongst us, and, you know, encourage each other to do it. And if anybody needs any support, then I'm happy to do that. I will screenshot some of the things that I've spoke about and put it in our group, just so that people can see it, because obviously can't see it as well on my laptop, but all of my work is done on my phone from Instagram, and it's so simple. So go get your makeup on, go get your hair done, change your tops 4 or 5 times, get your products, screenshot yourself with your products, okay? And just get a load of photos there ready to go on your stories, okay? So the task for today is to use, if you're using Instagram and you're fine with Instagram, that's fine. Wait for Debbie's training on Facebook. But if you feel like you can take some of these on and it's going to support your business, then use a new platform of social media of some kind. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, however you're going to do it, a group. And try it. Go and use it. Go and see how you're getting on. And, you know, share it with us, because we want you to give it a go, because for me it's made a massive difference to my business. People are buying straight off my PWS that I don't know, from all over the country. I was actually having a conversation about joining yesterday with a girl that lives in Surrey, and she's just seen my Instagram post. She's just bought some Dumbo wax because I posted it, and she's now talking about joining because she does Forever Living and she's interested in this. So I would never have had that if I hadn't have had Instagram. One thing I need to say actually is, if anybody orders, I know it's slightly different, if anybody does an order of my PWS, anyway I send it, but most people are from Instagram, I then send some samples out as a thank you, because obviously if I was getting the order, I'd package it all up, put my nice pretty things in before I deliver it. But if it's going straight to them off my PWS, I always put some samples in and a little chocolate, and I just thank you for ordering off my website, and still follow up the same, because obviously they're still making that purchase. So yeah, still do that. So I think that's it. I'm going to go because I've been on for about half an hour now, and I didn't want to go over 20 minutes. But catch up on Debbie's later on today, and hopefully that's helped. So I will speak to you all soon. See you later. Happy Instagram. Bye.